And now storm tracker weather with meteorologist Paul Bean.
Let's start off with that storm tracker, because even though we saw snow almost all day long, it's finally starting to break. We're in the back half of that system that had moved through Nevada earlier today, and as I zoom that out, you'll notice it's still down there, making its way across towards the east. It's rotating and pulling a lot of that moisture with it, moving it into Wyoming and even further south. Now, that being said, in the last few hours, you can barely see it off the side up there in Washington, but we're starting to see that next system move in there, which will hit us around Thursday. So we're getting 1 day of a break, even though in the morning there's a chance of snow, and in the night there's a chance of snow. But during the day, expect to see at least cloudy skies, but not any of that snow through majority of the daytime hours. Now, that being said, temperature trackers are going down, so it's definitely going to be cold while you're enjoying that break from the snow. 29 in Pocatello, 26 in Idaho Falls, and a lot of these are very similar to the highs for tomorrow. We're cooling down below freezing over the nighttime and not really getting out of it for the daytime. Take a quick look at the lows. 20 in Pocatello, 11 in Idaho Falls, and some of those are pretty brutal. 6 Yellowstone, 9 Island Park. I'll point out a couple of the single digits over in the Central Mountains, because 6, 7, 8 in Mackay, Leadore, and Chalice, and then the obvious cold spot on the map is that -3 over in Stanley. So moving forward, expect to see more and more of these, because the temperature is continuing to drop. It's not just today. It's over the next week that we're going to continue to see that temperature go down. Those high temperatures for tomorrow, like I said, very similar to what they are right now, because matching in Pocatello and in Idaho Falls, 29 and 27. A couple of 20s in the Driggs and Jackson area, 23 and 22. And of course, the only teen visible is Yellowstone at 19, but Stanley will overtake them in the low temperatures at night with those negatives moving forward. And of course, that winter weather advisory is still in effect, but it will pass out in around those early morning hours. So around 5 a.m., expect a lot of this to go away. And of course, the snowfall in total will be around 1 to 3 inches by the end of the night. Closer to 1 to 2 if you're in Pocatello, but still 1 to 3 for the entire region. Now, taking a quick look at those 7-day forecasts, you'll notice we do have that break tomorrow, but I put that there is some snow coming at night, because there's snow at night for Wednesday and then into another system on Thursday. Friday, with a chance of that snow as well, but you'll notice the temperature's well down by then, 10 and 12 at night. Idaho Falls, very similar, but hitting a 0 by Friday night. And of course, Thursday is one of the worst days for that snow moving forward, with a chance on Sunday as well. With that cool down, it's getting pretty brutal, because some of those northern towns getting almost, not quite, but almost to those negatives with 3 and 5 on Thursday and Friday night. Rexburg getting a little bit of a break on Thursday, but a little bit more snow tomorrow. Teton area following suit with that Thursday system and Friday, but very slight chances in comparison. But look at that low right there, -10 on to Thursday night. So some of those temperatures are really getting.
Is that the coldest so far, -10 that we've seen?
That's the coldest I've seen
so far
in any area this year, definitely, -10.
So we've got a couple of zeros?
Yeah, not quite getting there in the Central Mountains, but -10. So if you're in the Teton area, maybe go on vacation this week, because it's going to be rough.
Take a one-way trip.
Maybe you're already in family for
right?
Christmas, so you're not there, but it's going to be a rough one.
Somewhere where there's palm trees, just stay a couple extra days.
Yeah.
And it's getting below freezing in a lot of areas, so just, obviously be careful on the roads.
Yeah, some of those roads are going to be rough. We had very wet snow today, so that's going to start to freeze. So even tomorrow in Pocatello, if you're driving to work, just be very careful, because it's going to be a little slick out there.
All right, well, thank you, Paul.